Overall, feels good. I'm excited to be back, to kind of check this box with getting this first one here out of the way, and hopefully we can have a good win and a good effort tonight.
What's the city mean to you?
The city means a lot to me. I feel like I grew up here in a way. I was young when I came in, met a lot of special people in the city, have some great friendships, but overall it was a big honor to be a part of this organization and to be a part of this city for sure. And I feel lucky for that chapter that I had in my life, and at the same time I feel very lucky and fortunate to be able to experience a different chapter as well. So coming into this room with this group, with the way that these guys have accepted me as well, has been amazing. But it's definitely a lot of memories popping up for sure as I go through the city.
They're going to welcome you back, I believe, on the video board. Have you thought about what that moment's going to be like?
Not really. I think just trying to focus on the game. When I think too much in the future about certain things, that's where I feel like anxiety lies. So for me, I'm just trying to focus on winning a game tonight. I feel like that would be the greatest gratification for me. So that'd be nice if they did something like that as well. But yeah, just as much as the city meant to me, it was super nice to be a part of it.
What's one of your favorite memories that you had in this barn?
In this rink specifically, I would say, even though it didn't end the way that we wanted to, just that playoff run in 2019, kind of going through that, the experience in general, just the way that we were able to go pretty far in that year, and experience a lot of great moments with those playoff wins and things like that. I definitely enjoyed that, but there's definitely so many moments to speak of outside of that as well that I really enjoyed being here. But like I said, a lot of great memories, which is good.
What was your most memorable moment Saturday night placing those guys? Some familiar faces. What moment stood out for you?
There was one time I got a puck out in the neutral zone and I was pulling it back, and Pasta was just yelling at me like, "Oh, Brando," trying to make me nervous. So that was kind of funny. It's fun to have those kind of relationships as well, and I appreciate that from him, keeping it light. And it was great to see those guys, and weird to play against them, but like I said, it was nice to kind of do that and continue to move forward.
What's the key for you guys tonight?
I think just playing our game. There's a style that we can play, and we haven't shown at 60 minutes all the time, but when we do show up for the spurts within the game, we know the way that we need to play, and that's playing hard, getting behind them, having good gaps, kind of getting through the neutral zone as best as possible, moving the puck up to the forwards fast, doing all the little simple things, and just working collectively as a group. I think when we do that, that's our best recipe for success. So just like anything, focus on ourselves and our own game.
Have you noticed the difference between the Boston sports fan and the Toronto sports fan?
I would say the passion is there on both sides for sure. I would say the biggest difference is maybe just the accents with the certain words that are coming out of guys' mouths throughout the fans and whatnot. But overall, no, I'm just very fortunate, like I said, to have been a part of an organization and two organizations now that Original Sixes have amazing fan bases, big markets. I'm very, very lucky to experience that in both places. It's exactly what you want. So Toronto is even a different level in certain aspects with just that everybody is involved and the city just comes alive. So they're both great sports cities to play in front of, and I was lucky enough to be a part of both.
Well, you get right back at it. I mean, you just saw them a couple of days ago. I guess between then and now, where have you seen what this group has to do tonight?
I think we got to defend hard, shut down plays, play structured defensively, and I think that's going to lead to our offense. And I think we've generated a lot. I think we just got to defend harder and be a little bit more simple in the D zone, getting it out, and again, structured, like I said.
Does that boil down to hard work, or is that more execution? Is that buy-in? Is that communication? What does that really ultimately come down to?
I think it's all the above. I think we're doing good on effort. I think obviously could be a little bit more in the second and third efforts in our D zone, just kind of keeping the puck out of our net. Blocking shots more, communicating. Obviously, the execution on some of the plays and passes and puck management and. So I think that's what we're going to look to work on here.
Why do you think it's been tough to get the defense kind of locked in early in the year?
I think we're just focused a little bit more on offense right now, and I think that's obviously not good. I think we're just letting up too many chances, too many odd-man rushes. And I think we just got to focus on that a little more, communicate a little bit more, and trust each other. That we're going to be in the right spots and trust our systems.
What stands out about how Robertson is playing? What it's like to play with him with the way he's going right now?
Yeah, he's been flying. he's been working. He's been scoring, producing. He's working extremely hard. So yeah, it's fun to work with a guy like that. That isn't afraid to go to the dirty areas and work his tail off to support you and to get the puck back. So yeah, it's been fun to play with him.
We don't see Anthony get pulled very often. What are you expecting in terms of a bounce back from Stolarz tonight?
Yeah, I think he's gonna be good. He's gonna play like we need him to. I think I think we also owe him. I think we've kind of let him out to dry a little bit. So I think we need to play better defensively in front of him. But I think he knows that he can help us a lot, and I think he's going to do well here.
What was it like to play Minton for the first time on the other side?
It's pretty weird, to be honest, seeing his face in a different jersey. Just kind of chatting with him on the ice. It's weird, but I wish him the best. I think he's doing really well there, and I'm glad he's a great fit.
Yeah, what do you make of how he's kind of developed? Where are you seeing him at right now?
Yeah, I think he's done well. I think he's I think he knows himself pretty well as a player. I think he's a 200-foot player that very good defensively, very solid offensively, and I think he's really found a role there on the Bruins, and so I'm happy for him.
Just maybe as a group, Jake, defensively, I wonder from your vantage point as a group, why defensively hasn't clicked as a unit so far?
Just consistency. It's clicked at times and just needed it more consistent.
Is it about hard work? Is it about details? Is it about communication? When you talk about that consistency, what is that?
All the above. All the above. Just playing predictable, being on the same page. It's not like guys are trying not to work hard. I mean, we're all working hard, but to work smarter sometimes and help each other out and talk. And communication goes a long way. Opens up your vision. Being able to make plays at under the gun and with forecheck pressure. Be able to make those slip plays or up the wall, the simple plays, whatever it may be. Just talk.
Why do you think it's been tough for the group to kind of lock in defensively early this year?
Can't put my finger on it, but got a chance to get back on the wagon, or get back on the horse tonight, I should say, and looking forward to that opportunity.
Are you a bit surprised, just considering most of the guys are the same guys that play pretty strong defensively?
Each year presents a new different challenge. Each year presents a new group. Whether you have continued continuity or not with the roster, there's always each year presents new challenges. I think you guys have been around this game long enough that you've covered enough teams, and you can agree with that too. So you just got to sort your way through it and grind your way through it, and that's what we're looking forward to the chance to tonight.
How much of an advantage is it to know that you're going to see a Bruins team you just saw a couple of days ago? What does that do for you?
Yeah, I mean, after dropping a couple, obviously our urgency is very high, and I'm going to keep saying it. Just excited for the opportunity.
Is there any emotional carryover when Zadorov knocks out Scott and you see him again so soon?
Yeah, I think that's any time with a divisional opponent. There's lots of history with divisional opponents, and you want to do well in your division. So that obviously adds to it. But I mean, it's no different than wanting to get 2 points regardless. So.
For you, when a play goes against you the way it did on the Stankoven goal, do you use that, or do you just flush it right away?
I've been around a long time. I've made a lot of bad plays, so I'm ready to get back on the horse again. So.
How did you go about kind of resetting the group after the weekend?
Yeah, we got together we got in yesterday and had a good team meeting in Boston here. So, just look at some film and talk, try to, get it going in the right direction here again.
What do you stress at a time like this, especially on the defensive side? Like, what are the key themes for you?
Well, I think that defensively, we put ourselves in some tough spots with the turnovers. It's just really put stress on everybody with the turnovers. Our puck management wasn't very good the last two games, mostly the last game. But and then defensively for me, it's the turnovers for sure. But we can just be firmer and harder in our own zone and winning more of those battles. I mean, I thought Carolina came out with the puck too much. We had numbers in there and. Ended up they come up with the puck, and now we're extended in our zone a little bit more, and turnovers will cost us the game, in my opinion.
What are you hoping to see in the switch on the top six there with Robertson and Nylander?
Not a lot of difference. It just spread it out a little bit. I do like Willie with Matthews, but I think at the same time it's nice to have a little bit more threat on two lines. So that was the reasoning for tonight.
What can the forwards do to help the D defensively more than they have?
don't turn pucks over.
Yeah.
I think, I think the forwards are, it's not just on the forwards or just on the D, it's on everybody. I mean, for me, the forwards getting caught in the offensive zone, 3 guys, and giving up odd man rushes is not good for our D or our goalies. That's one area that we can be better at for sure. We've been talking about it a lot of the year. We got to get back to where we're not giving up odd man rushes for sure. And for me in zone, it's just the same as the D. It's about killing plays, being firmer and harder, blocking shots, exiting when you get the puck back, not turning it over. So now we're extending our own zone. It's wall play for forwards, just things like that.
Do you think the buy-in is there enough?
I do think the buy-in is there. I think that we do it well at times, but just the consistency is not there. But also I feel like, we're scoring a lot of goals, and I think sometimes we think about scoring like more than we think about our play without the puck too, and just different things like that. Like, it's just all about getting to our identity and sticking to it. Like, we can't be trying to make all these plays, high ice turnovers in the O-zone, turnovers at the blue line. That kills your team. It kills the momentum. It kills everything.
Do you think that's what's led to the difference in offensive or odd man rushes this year versus last year? Because you didn't give up a lot of those last year.
I think it's a combination of reads at times. I thought early on in the season, some of our D there was some tough reads on pinching. And the other one for me is just a lack of urgency by our forwards at times. Just getting back and beating people back up the ice. That's a big part of it.
Where are you at with Anthony's game and the workload that he's had this season?
I think Anthony's game goes a lot, has to do with our game too. I think that, there's games this year where he's been solid, but we're giving up, chances that we did not give up last year. To me, is a big difference.
How seriously?
We have to tighten that up, and we have to, give up the shots from certain areas of the ice. Our goalies will have more success. So it's a little bit of a combination there.
Because of how things went defensively the last couple of games, how seriously did you consider making a personnel change, maybe calling someone up, that type of thing?
I talked to Brad about, call-ups and things like that. It's like, we're at where we're at right now, and we have Murmas here on defense. But putting Murmas in there, to me, we don't have a righty lefty on the 3 pairs as it is, and that's going to make it even worse. You're putting somebody on the right side that's, we got McCabe there now, which is new for him. He played the left side the whole last year. And OEL's played the right at times, left at times, but I think it creates a little bit of a problem.